Hello everyone, I hope you are super well today and excited for a super weekend. I wanted to speak a little bit today about a topic that was brought up to me because a lot of the times when you're starting a new business, it's really, you're marketing to your immediate friends and family. Most of the time when you're just starting, you're not reaching out to people outside of this bubble. First, you're starting with the people that you know. And there's a fine line between, as I was speaking in my last video, being confident, but also being pushy, spammy, and all of this kind of spiel. You don't want to kind of break this boundary between, your relationship with this person and suddenly trying to just be a salesperson with this person. You still have this close relationship with this person, which you don't want to interfere with. So, there are 5 main things I wanted to speak about so that you can promote yourself and do so confidently, but without being over the top and pushy. So the first thing I want to say is to promote yourself only when it's relevant. So for example, Facebook marketing is a big thing. This is one of the main places now to be able to market yourself. Especially in Malta, everything is having to do with Facebook. Everyone in Malta is on Facebook. Anyways, a common way of marketing your product, service, events, whatever it is to be posting in different groups. Now, do not always be posting in every single group, every single time something new happens with your business. Make it very specific and relevant. So for example, I have this new food product. It's very healthy, maybe it's vegan. Okay, I'm gonna post this in the local vegan groups. But say for example, I start offering a service of consultations. Then that's going to go in different groups. I'm not going to put everything in this healthy vegan group. I'm going to diversify. So I'm constantly being exposed to different people, but you're not repeatedly bombarding the same people. Because if they start seeing your stuff way too much, they're just going to become uninterested and stop clicking on whatever it is that you're posting. So only really push yourself out there when it's really relevant to the topic. I mean, this is even in a conversation. For example, every time you speak to a friend and family member, maybe they said, oh man, I really wish I had a recipe for this thing. I'm trying out this new diet and I want a recipe for this. I really miss it. And then you can say, maybe you have a website where you write recipes like this. Then it's relevant to speak about. But, when you communicate with these people that you care about, it can't just become a conversation of your product and service. You can't identify everything about you and what you speak about now with your product and service. You can be excited, but it's not everything. Second of all, it's not to spam. So not just 10 times a day because you're super excited about whatever it is, just posting this, posting that, sending 100 messages to people constantly. People, if they are interested, they'll be aware. Hey, cool, she's doing this cool thing. Then they will engage with you. Of course you want to reach out to people, especially depending on what the product and service is. But if you keep going and after people and they're not showing any interest in return, or maybe they have shown interest and then you keep pushing and pushing even more, you're just going to drive people mad and people will not want to have anything to do with you. Even if you have the best product and service in the world, people will want to have nothing to do with you if you are continuously just spamming them. The third thing is to give the same level of excitement as you want to receive. So instead of constantly speaking about this one thing, be quite specific about when you want to speak about it, like I was saying before. So when you do speak about it, you have to be really excited and make a point. So for example, you are having a 2-hour conversation with someone. You have 10 minutes where it's relevant. You need to show how excited you are about that 10 minutes, about that product and service that you are so excited to share. Not as a sales pitch, not to say this is the best thing, oh okay, blah, blah, blah. But to say, I'm so excited that I'm doing this thing and about this specific part of it, and that I've been able to help X, Y, Z. It makes me feel really good, I'm feeling really fulfilled. This kind of thing, or I tried this new recipe and it was just so good, I couldn't believe it. I used zucchini and turnips and who would have thought? When you share this kind of excitement without trying to make it a sales pitch, people are going to be more inherently interested in what you're doing. They're going to be more interested in looking up on Facebook or your website and seeing what you're up to, when you share this excitement with them, they're going to be just as excited for you in return, if it's someone you're close to especially. I would hope. Alright. Number 4, also branching off to what I was saying in the other video, don't be cocky. There's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. You know, when you have confidence and you know that what you're doing is good and you have no doubt about it, that's where you want to be. But when you say, I am the best, and you just keep talking about how you are so good at this, I'm so good at that, wow, okay. It's like, okay, great. Sure, people aren't going to be interested in that. That really just puts a barrier between you and that person. You know, you're treating them like you are above them rather than working with them. You can be confident that what you do is a great thing, or the product that you've created is a great thing, but then you communicate that with the person, not down on the person. So there's a fine line between being confident about what you're saying and sure about it because you know it's a good product or service, and just going on and on and on about how great it is, you're the best, but just cool down a little bit. And the last thing is not to start everything all at once. This is pertaining mostly to social media, because social media is one of the main ways and most efficient ways as well of marketing your product and service, but it can be incredibly overwhelming. There is Instagram, Facebook, now TikTok and YouTube and LinkedIn and Pinterest and just there's probably 100 another ones. I mean, your website, your blog, your newsletter. There's so many different things, so many different media platforms to think about. And even within those, there's 100 different ones. IG stories, IGTV, IG live, then there's the photos and videos and DMs. It just goes on and on and on, and it can be incredibly overwhelming, and suddenly you're stuck to your computer 10 hours a day. That's not where you want to be. So just pick one social media platform to start off with. Not all of them. Otherwise, you're going to do 10% of each of them. Get the hang of one social media till it becomes second nature, just normal habit to be able to use, and where you fully understand the algorithm and all of these kind of things. Get you really used to just one. And I'll obviously start with one that you really enjoy and you're really comfortable with. If you like to take pictures, Instagram or Pinterest. If you like to write, starting a blog. If you like to be on video, starting a YouTube channel. If you like to be more interactive and communicative, a Facebook group is a great way to do that. So really define where your skill is, what you're interested in, and just pick one to start off with and really master. Then you can build onto another one, and you see which is most relevant to your business and this kind of thing. So, also in that way, if you're not starting all of them at once, you're not too in your face with people. If you're just kind of in your face with people on one media, people can handle it. And then afterwards, one more as you get used to it. Amazing. Thank you very much, guys, for listening to my spiel today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know any tips that you have that you might use to not be pushy, or any other questions that you might have. Yes, so thank you very much, and have a beautiful weekend. Bye.